Okay, part 3. Guess I've been walking about 15 minutes now of my this little documentation for those of you who are bored, don't have anything to do. You get a chance to see what my walking route is like. I normally like to walk for exercise. Orange, Texas. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. Thank you. Oh, about to get right. You ran over here. Thank you. It's one of the most popular visited places right there in the city. Beauty Supply. I ain't got to tell you what goes down there. Just leave that alone. This is Anderson School right here. There used to be a church there. There used to be a barbecue business. I really hate to think about that now that I say it used to be a church. It was historically a church that had organized after a split of a church. Split meaning the congregation and the pastor didn't quite get along, so they broke up and the pastor organized that church. And I guess it lasted for about a good, I don't know, several years, but I guess the end result is that it's not in existence anymore. I really hate that. That's the story of a lot of places in our world, our nation, our cities. A lot of breakups and things that don't last. Just my view of it is that I believe it's the will of God for things to be stable. I know that there are times for reformation and times for correction and times for things to get better and also to move on, but maybe my theology is a little bit off. I just believe that if we seem to serve God and go according to the same word, the same principles, I just believe that we ought to be able to get along. It's a bus there. I just believe that. If you had to ask me what I think the problem is, I just believe what the Bible says, that where there's a lack of love, there's a lack of unity. One Lord, one faith, one baptism. And I believe that if we keep our eyes on God, the rest of it is easy. Or if not easy, it's at least possible. Another nice historical home there. That's now a little apartment complex. Used to be a doctor's office years ago. Somebody bought it and took one doctor's office and turned it into 3 apartments. Some of you might be viewing this and saying, well, it's not really a nice, pretty area he's walking in. This is one of the main travel routes, Park Street. It goes through some of the older homes of our city. As you'll see later on, it goes toward a different group of people. There's some people across the road enjoying this evening. How y'all doing? That's something you don't see a whole lot in these new homes they're building these days. Is they don't build porches to sit out on. Y'all doing? Sure, we're all on time. Oh, interesting. A worm down there. Ants are putting it on him pretty good. He ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna leave him alone. Old dog got in trouble. Nice vacant lot here. Put a nice house right here. As I was mentioning, I'm headed toward, I guess, an area of town that's older homes, and I guess the ethnic makeup of this area I'm going into now is predominantly African American. I could walk other places. I just like to.
8, 16 minutes, 8 seconds, 10 miles.
How you doing, sir? All right. I don't know if you can see the face of that gentleman that just passed by. He's an older guy. Had been around our city for quite some time. He's a minister. At least I remember him to be a minister. Years ago, he was in the pulpit when I was a little boy. I guess now I'm thinking about the fact that if we're blessed, we'll live long enough to get old. If we're blessed. You see our time is on this video. Let me see. I'm going to stop this segment. Pause for another one. Come back and see our next segment. I think it's part 3. Alright.